You do me like I ain't worth ish. Make me wanna ride past your house and sit. Kick down your doors and smack your chip. Just to show your mind I could not have in it. You treat me so unreal.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am doing this like bronze coppery with pink lips makeup tutorial. This was actually requested by my cousin when I saw her in Savannah about a month ago. I wore this at night and she said, she made some comment and I was like, you know, I'm gonna make a video for you. So this is for you and everybody else, because I know you guys have been missing the tutorials. So I hope you like this. This is like a fun summer night out tutorial, and yeah, if you'd like to see how I did this, please keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting already with foundation, and the foundation that I'm using for today is my Dior Backstage Face and Body. I picked this foundation because I just got back from vacation and I'm about probably a shade and a half darker than I used to be, and this is like perfect for me right now. So this is what I will be wearing while my tan fades. Of course, I'm going to leave all these products down below in the description box. I'm going to start by priming my eyelids. I've already done my brows and foundation, and that is it. And the funny thing is, this is the palette that I bring when I travel and I want to do a makeup look. I usually bring it 9 times out of 10 just because it has neutral colors in it, but you can also do like pops of color because it has golds and bronzes. But you can also do like very wearable professional looks, or you know, for work or church, anything like that. So it's a very versatile palette, but I just find most times when I'm traveling, especially if I'm going on vacation, I don't really do eyeshadow. I don't know if it's just because all the places that I normally go to in the summertime are so hot, or if it's just I'm having so much fun or relaxing that I don't feel like being bothered. And it's probably a combination of the two. Okay, so we have our eye primer. I'm going to go into the palette that I was talking about, and it is the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. And this is in the smoky one. It's the one that has all these neutral colors, and it looks like so. Okay, so the first color I'm going to go into is this brown right here. It's kind of like a caramel color. It is pretty much almost my exact skin tone. I'm going to use that as my transitional color. Now normally I would use a more red tone brown, but this is going to be actually what I do when I go out of town. This is the palette that I bring. I only bring this palette, so we're going to work just with this palette. I'm just going to shake off the brush to get rid of some of that excess powder, and I'm just going to work this color in my crease and like halfway up my lid space. It has been so long since I've done a little tutorial, get ready with me or anything like that, so bear with me guys. I know some of you ask for tutorials when you see me wearing different looks on my channel. Maybe you missed the video that I made, but I actually stopped doing like a lot of tutorials. I'm actually gonna put it all over my lid. I stopped doing tutorials regularly because they're really time intensive. They take like on average about an hour to film, and then they take probably equally as long to edit, just because there's so much that's going into the look. So I stopped doing them because you guys really don't watch them. So I know some of you say you want them, but if we're looking at overall figures, they get the least amount of views of all the videos on my channel. And I don't say that to say that I'm only gonna do videos for views, but because they're so time intensive, it's not a good use of my time to make them. But sometimes I will throw one in, and since my cousin asked for this one, that is why I'm doing it for you, girl. Okay, next I'm going to go into this dark brown at the bottom in the middle. I don't know what these colors are called. They might have names, they might not. I can't tell just by looking at them. And I'm just gonna go into a fluffy brush. I'm gonna tap my brush into that color, and I'm just gonna start working it in my outer corner and into my crease. And let me switch to this eye So that's probably easier for you guys to see. So I'm just working it in my outer corner and blending it towards the middle. And you guys, this is like the basis of pretty much all of my makeup tutorials, because I don't like spending a lot of time on eyeshadow. I don't know if it's just me. I like playing up my lips and my eyes, but because I have hooded eyes and such small lid space, it just really doesn't make sense for me to spend a lot of time dedicated to eyeshadow. So I usually just do simple looks and pop on some lashes. That is like the easiest way to take your look from like a 3 to a 7. So that's what I do a lot of the times. So I'm just working this into my outer V and my crease area, just kind of laying the foundation for a gradient look. Next, I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to use that bronzy gold color right here. Well, it's more of a bronzy copper color, and I'm going to pat that all over my lid. Move this mirror closer. Let's get closer. I'm always singing, you guys. I love to sing. So I'm just, let me bring you guys in. I'm just going to pack that on my lid and bring it up a little higher, just because I have those hooded eyes. But this is basically the focal point of the look. And the, what do you call it? The lighting might be washing it out right now, but when I bring you guys back a little bit, you might be able to see it a little better. But this is the belle of the ball, this copper color. It's so striking and pretty. The only thing about this color is it does give you a little bit of fallout. So just be mindful of that. That's why I try to pack it on and not kind of smear or smudge too much. So I am experiencing a bit of fallout. So I'm just gonna take a brush and kind of stipple it on my face. Now the good thing about the eyeshadow color that's falling out is it's bronze. So if you have deeper skin, it's just gonna look like a highlight, but I don't want too much of that there. So I just like to help move that along. I could put setting powder under my eyes before I start. I just never do that, but you could totally do that, and then it would be easier for you to wipe away any fallout. Next, I'm gonna go back into that same fluffy brush and into that brown color that we first used. And I'm just going to deepen up my outer V, add more depth and dimension. And I'm just kind of patting this on because I don't want to lose any of the gold, but I do want to lightly blend it into the gold. I'm just pat, pat, pat. And I'm swiping a little towards the inside. Okay. Now I'm going to work on the lower portion of my face. I'm gonna try to use this lighter concealer. That is usually what I use. I don't know how well it's gonna work because, like I said, I did get a tan, but we're gonna try it. So this is Too Faced concealer in the color Sand. I probably shouldn't have put on that much, but I love concealer. Is it just me? Like, I love a good conceal. Okay, and I'm just going to blend this out. I mean, the good thing about concealer is that you can always just keep blending and blending and blending until it disappears and it doesn't look too stark. But this definitely is a little light for my skin tone right now, but we're gonna make it work because the darker shade I think is still packed in my luggage. And I usually unpack as soon as I get home, but my recent vacation was a bit longer, and so I just don't feel like being bothered, and I've been kind of busy. So we're just gonna use this lighter one. It's working, you know, we can bounce her out. She looks okay. Just gotta keep blending. I'm going to take my setting powder. This is by Hourglass, and I'm going to set that. This is also going to help tone down some of the brightness. And I'm also just going to put this all over my face because my entire face needs to be set. It is still summer here in Atlanta. We don't really get fall till like November, so still summer, still hot, and I'm still sweating. And I'm having a skin week from hell, so shout out to all the friends on my face. They wanted to make a cameo, so there's that. I think my cousin who asked me to do this look for her, she was also commenting because we were at a park one day and she was like, your makeup is like not moving. And I was like, well, one tip is that I stay still. I am a large girl. I sweat a lot. It's very hot and humid. So when I'm outside, I try to move as slowly as possible and not move around too much because then you just start sweating. Setting powder helps your makeup kind of stay in place. So that's why it's so important. And it also gives you like a veil of like smooth coverage. So I really like it. Next is bronzer. This is also going to help tone down some of the brightness from the concealer. You guys know I live for a good bronze, honey. Look how it just, ooh, it just made me look so much better. I just love a good bronze. I go across the bridge of my nose just to make me look a little sun-kissed. And then I always hit my chin. My chin and my jaw. And my double chin. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in and finish the eyes. I'm going to go in and just kind of blend out the top of that whole arc up there with that first brown color that we used. That's just gonna smooth everything out. And then I'm gonna go back into that brush that I was using to make the crease deep. And I'm gonna blend it up on this eye just a little bit more because it was a little uneven. Okay. Now I'm gonna touch up that bronzy color very carefully so that I don't have any fallout. Just gonna pat. Okay, now I'm gonna do my lower lash line. So I like kind of copying what I do on my like lid space to my lower lash line. I think it just really nicely finishes the look. So I'm gonna use that same brush with the brown on it. This is getting everywhere. And I'm just gonna smudge that on my lower lash line. You can totally use a smaller brush, but you know, I'm just being quick right now. And you don't have to use a heavy hand or anything. It's just gonna help to smoke out the look. Next, I'm going to use that same exact brush that we used for the lid. I'm not going to put any extra color on it. And I'm just going to go right on my lower lash line and in my inner corner. So that acts as a little highlight. Okay. Next, we are going to put on mascara and lashes. So I will do that and be right back. Now that I finished applying my lashes and mascara and had a full concert, these lashes seem like they are two different ones. But that's okay. I'm going to apply my mascara to my lower lash line. And I'm gonna heavily apply it so that it's like really thick and smudgy looking. Now, a trick that I always do to make it look like I have on less makeup is to take a Q-tip and remove the makeup from my moles. So I have one like right here and one on the side of my nose. And I just feel like if you can see my moles, it looks like I have on less makeup, even though I have on a ton of makeup today. but that's just a little trick I do. Okay, now for the blush, we are using the blush that I've been using all summer. This is Nars Angelika. It's a light pink with shimmer. It's very pretty. It's not too intense, although it looks very intense in the pan, but it just looks amazing on brown skin because you can actually see the pink. That's a problem that I have a lot of times with pink blushes, is that you really can't see them on my skin tone, but this one really shows up and shows out, so I like it. I'm also going to add some highlighter using my new highlighting brush also. And I'm just gonna put this on the tops of my cheeks, even though I really shouldn't be highlighting my face right now because it's having a moment, but I just feel like highlighter looks really pretty with this eye look. There are no rules in makeup. If you're having a bad skin moment, you can still put on a ton of highlighter. And the lips that I wore with this look, it was MAC's Flat Out Fabulous. Okay, and this is like a pinky purple fuchsia color. Let me zoom you guys out. Now, I do have on an orange dress, but you can't see it. So this lipstick technically doesn't go with this dress, but it's okay. I like the way it looks. I have on these gold disc earrings because I think they pair well when I have my hair like this out and wavy with like a beat face. I think it just looks so pretty. So this is the finished look. Hopefully the lighting is cooperating. I know it's washing me out just a little bit right now, but I really love this look. And honestly, if I'm going out of town and I'm doing makeup and I'm going to like a banquet, a gala, a function, a party, the club, wherever, if I'm getting like dolled up and I'm on vacation, I'm using this palette. It's just so convenient. The only thing is that this copper color does have a lot of fallout, but that can be worked with. I just love it, and this look is just perfect for summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, cousin. This was for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.